Hey everyone, Andrew Prober here with GER.ExpectMore Realty, and it is Monday, which means it's time for What's Up Ocala. Whew. Yes, the interest rates. Oh my goodness, everybody's talking about the interest rates. As I predicted a while ago, it is going up and up and up, and we may actually see those double digits. We are not there yet. I went ahead and pulled up the national average for interest rates, mortgage loans, and currently right now for a 30-year fixed, around $300,000 loan amount, 3% down payment, especially here in Florida, with a credit score of around 720 to 739. As of October 7th, which would have been, I think, Friday, the average is 7.5%. So yeah, obviously we have come a long ways in a very short period of time as far as the interest rates. Now, this is not at all an all-time high. Not by a long shot, but they're definitely higher than they were before, and they're continuing to rise. What does that mean for you? Well, that means that your monthly payment, if you are not already locked into a mortgage, is going to continue to rise as well. If you're renting, most likely rent will also continue to increase because of those homeowners, they're paying those mortgage rates as well. Now, a lot of homeowners, obviously, they've already purchased their homes at the much lower rate and they're continuing, but they've also seen a rise in insurance, and also they've seen a rise in their taxes as well. Investors pay a way different price for taxes than owner occupants do. Way different here in Florida. So we're talking like double or triple. So if you are an owner occupant, you get a pretty good break here for your homestead exemption and other exemptions you can have. We have one for over 65, we have for veterans. There's a lot of different exemptions you can get. But if you're an investor, not so much. So we're going to continue to see those rises in rent as well. Really, your only option if you don't want to pay that exorbitant rent is to go ahead and purchase even at that higher interest rate. Now, does that mean you're locked in for 30 years? No, not at all. What happens is once it comes down, that interest rate, you can go ahead and lock it in for what it is right now. And then if it does come down, you can go ahead and choose to refinance at that point. So you can basically freeze the market for yourself and just that's what you're going to pay. Now, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home here in Ocala is getting right around $2,000 a month. If you can even find one. It's actually really difficult to find homes for rent here because they're, so few and far between. It is getting a little difficult, but it's not like they don't exist, because even we have them. You can check our website, GER.ExpectMore or Great Expectations Property Management. So GreatExpectationsPM.com. Any of those websites, you can check that, and that will show you what we have available for rent, and you can go ahead and apply online if you like. I would highly, highly recommend that you go ahead and purchase a home because the rents are going to continue to rise, the same as everything else out there. So there's no real stability in that. Yes, you can lock it down for a year, but what happens at the end of the year? You are basically back in the same boat you are right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at affordability right now and see where we're at. Ocala is definitely still the more affordable option here in Florida because we have no ocean. We're right in the middle of the state. Which means we don't have, those gorgeous beaches and palm trees and all of that. We do have palm trees. We just don't really have beaches because, again, we're landlocked. So because of that, we don't have those astronomical fees and expensive beachfront property kind of charges. We have inland. We're more like South Georgia, basically. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look. Right now, my agent Sharni, she has a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, double-car garage home at 78 Juniper Loop Circle. It's getting a brand new roof on it. That's actually this week. That one it was built in 2005. It's got granite countertops. It's got tile throughout. It has a fenced backyard. All of that with the brand new roof. It's a beautiful home, absolutely gorgeous. It's selling for $259,900. Okay. It is on well and septic, which means no water bill. You're going to have an electric bill, but it is with Duke Energy, so it's not overly expensive. I know City of Ocala Utilities is pretty expensive. Duke Energy, not as much. It's one of the less expensive options here. So yeah, that one is the one we're going to go ahead and take a look at. It's got a washer dryer hookup inside. All of the other appliances come with, including the dishwasher. All right, so let's take those numbers for 78 Juniper Loop Circle. Feel free to look at this house online, 78 Juniper Loop Circle, Ocala, Florida, 34480. If Sharnie's done her job well, you'll be able to pull it up with me. And we're going to go ahead and go over to primelending.com/calculators/mortgage-calculator. I love the mortgage calculators on Prime Lending. There's no fluff and stuff. It's just, here's the information, calculate. I love it. So I went ahead and put in $259,900. And I'm going to say that this one's an FHA. It does qualify for USDA financing. So if you wanted to put no money down, you could do that. But this one we're going to put down for 3.5. We'll say it's FHA. So 3.5% down payment. Interest rate, we're going to stick right to the national average. Now, obviously, if you have better credit, it's going to be a better interest rate. If you want to take and go to USDA and do no money down and then use that down payment and pay down points, you might be able to do that. And then, you're going to have a different interest rate. There's a lot of different things you can do. Go ahead and talk to your lender. That's the main thing. Shop around for a lender, find out how you can do what you want to do with as least money as possible. Okay. I'm trying to help you out there. All right. So we're going to go over loan terms, 30 years. And this is just information I'm plugging in. Please contact a lender because they are going to look at your particular case along with that particular house and give you accurate numbers. This is just an estimation. Property taxes, I wouldn't put in $1,500. That's just a guesstimate because again, this house was not owner occupied. It was actually an investment property. So the taxes were not homestead exempted. So they were going to be higher. But again, she's owned this house for a few years. So, it's not really adjusted with the market. So $1,500 was a pretty good estimation of what those annual property taxes are going to be. Also, we have the annual home insurance that I put right around the same as the property taxes, which is pretty high. I put $1,350. To me, that seems a little bit high because it's not in a flood zone or anything like that. But we're going for estimates here. So popped all those numbers in because you have FHA and you did not put 20% down or whatever. You have a PMI, which is mortgage insurance, basically, of $115 per month. So your total cost, principal and interest, what your actual mortgage payment is $1,753 per month. Your property taxes are $125 per month. Your home insurance is about $112, and your mortgage insurance is $115. So all told, for a home like this, with those parameters, it's going to be about $2,100 per month. Again, no water bill, a lower electric bill, cable internet if you wanted to do that. But this is the home that you can actually afford. And it's right in line with what you would be paying for rent anyway. The difference is a year from now, you're still going to be paying $2,100 and the rents may have skyrocketed even more than what they have right now. So there's not really that much stability with the rental side of it. If you want to risk it and be like, let's see what happens with the market, I'll try again in a year and just go ahead and, not have that payment and just go ahead and pay in rent. Let's say you do that. Hold on, I had this calculation up and now, no, I don't. Oh no. Okay, here we go. So let's say you're only paying $1,500 per month. That would be really cool if you were. But let's say you did 1 year at $1,500. That's $18,000 that you could have put towards your mortgage that you're not going to be able to put towards your mortgage. You're going to be in the exact same position from now, a year from now, but instead of paying a year's worth of mortgage and paying that down, you've now basically thrown away $18,000 in order to save some interest on the house. So you've spent $18,000 in order to save a few $100 a month. One more time. You're throwing away almost $20,000 in order to save a few $100 a month in your interest payment, because it might go down. But the problem is it might not go down. And then you're stuck paying rent again. And I can almost guarantee it's going to be a lot more than it is right now. So that would say, let's say you're paying $1,500. Let's say it doesn't go up at all. Not likely. But let's say it doesn't go up at all and you get to pay $1,500 a month next year as well. In 2 years of paying $1,500 a month, that's $36,000. $36,000 that you just poof, gone. Not in your pocket, not in your mortgage, not getting equity in your home, but poof. Now, what if the houses actually increase in price? Let's say that your house is currently worth $259,900, but the home prices actually end up going up in value as well. Well, that's money you get to pocket. Now, what if they go down in value? Well, you just wait and wait for them to come up in value. So it's just one of those things. You actually wait for the market to shift while you're in a house that you're gaining equity in. A lot of people right now, they are saying they're going to wait and they're going to rent their home, and they're doing that while paying rent. So they're waiting to find out what happens to see if they're going to be in a better position while they're not putting money towards their equity. They're not paying money to themselves. So now I can understand if you were in a home and you're like, I really want to move, I really want a nicer home, but this is just kind of chaos right now, I want to hold off and wait. That I totally understand. But if you're in a rental, every month that you delay, you're literally just poof, that money is gone, just gone. So yeah, that I wouldn't do that necessarily. Now, is everybody in a position to purchase a home? No, absolutely not. Some of y'all, I totally get it. No judgment. You have got to work on your credit. Things happen. Maybe you had, your family didn't, show you how to do money and how to budget and didn't explain things to you. And I totally get that, because a lot of people don't know how to talk to their kids about money. There was a time where you just didn't talk to your kids about money. And I think we're getting past that. But I mean, some parents were more likely to talk to their kids about sex and then not talk to them about money. And it's like, how are you going to do this? They need some education on this stuff. So, it is very, very important that if you didn't get that education, you do go ahead and educate yourself. One of the ones that I would recommend is Financial Peace University from Dave Ramsey. We absolutely love his system. He goes into stuff that you never knew you didn't know. So really, really good information there, and it's fairly inexpensive, and you can even do it online now, which is amazing. You can listen to his podcast for free. I would highly recommend that. He's got a YouTube channel. There's no excuse to say, I wasn't educated very well with money, so I'm never going to get an education on money. That's not what it is. Personal finance is incredibly important, and you really need to take steps to take care of that. Now, if it's just that, you got a divorce and you are picking up the pieces or something, okay, totally, it happens. I've been divorced. I know. There's just so much turmoil with a divorce, that, it's not just emotionally and physically and mentally and all of that. You also have financially. It's really hard on you. So I totally get it. Again, no judgment. If you need to work on your credit, work on your credit. So no, not everybody is in a good position to purchase a home. That's why we have rentals. What blows my mind is that 50%, right around 50% of the tenants that we have will never own their own home. Half of our tenants will never know the joy of home ownership. That kills me. I want to change those numbers. I so badly want to change those numbers. If you need any help, contact us. We have homebuyer workshops. We have the Dave Ramsey training we can do. I mean, there's just all sorts of stuff that we would be more than happy to work with you hand in hand to get you where you need to get. Just because you're not there today doesn't mean you're never going to own your own home, but you are going to need to do some hard work. It's not complicated, but it's not easy either. It's kind of hard to explain. You have to stick with it. You got to have some stick with itness. But I would highly recommend that even if you are not in a position to purchase a home right now, you work on it, because the home affordability that we have right now may be going away. It will be harder and harder for our children. The way things are looking, it will be harder and harder for them to own their own home. So we want to try to work with you so that you can not only buy a home yourself, maybe go ahead and buy an investment property as well that later turns into a home for your child when they're an adult. What a fantastic investment that would be. I've heard of somebody, instead of putting money into a college fund, they go ahead and put that same amount of money into an investment property, and then it becomes their child's investment property or even home once they're, in college. So they can either live without having to pay dorm fees and stuff like that, or they can actually have that income towards their education. There's just so many options and opportunities that you have with real estate. I highly recommend that you do start looking into it. Even if it's not through me, okay? If you're like, oh yeah, she's just saying that because she's a realtor. No, I became a realtor because I finally understood how that all worked together. My parents, I can't say, are the greatest examples on money and finances, and they definitely did not teach me some good habits. But over the years, again, with people like Susie Orman and Dave Ramsey and stuff, and my husband, he's fantastic. I've been able to kind of, adjust my thinking and learn and educate myself. And it just opened up so many doors and opportunities to me. So I highly, highly recommend, again, Dave Ramsey, his Financial Peace University is a fantastic example of that. Learning, everything from what's the difference between whole life insurance and term insurance. That was mind-blowing to me, that there was even a difference. I'd heard the terms before, but I didn't really understand exactly what it was. And it was it just blew my mind. So a really good audiobook to listen to is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I know so many people are like, oh, I love that book. I love that book. I had it on audio in the car. My kids have listened to that book, and it was interesting because I was like, yeah, okay, they're not really listening, but they really were. And it changed their mindset, even from a younger age, as to, not doing student loans, not doing, Starbucks every day. Yes, I absolutely love coffee. Yes, I love Starbucks. But at the same time, that's a special treat. It's not an everyday thing for us. It's just something, that it's like going out for ice cream. You can't have ice cream every day. You can't. It's not good for you. We don't do Starbucks every day. It's just a special treat, Maybe if you're having a bad day, we'll go and do Starbucks, So that kind of thing. All right. So I don't want to rag on that too much. Okay, but I will say I am going to change a few things with our YouTube channel. I do want to start doing some free to low cost things that you can do here in Ocala, so that you can have an opportunity to have maybe date nights for under $15, or If you want to, take your kids and do something for free, that's what I want to start doing. I want to help those of you that are struggling and are trying to meet your financial dreams of home ownership, and how you can do that without giving up a lifestyle. So I want to help you with that. So I'm going to walk with you step by step. I've definitely been there. I promise you, no judgment. Okay. If you call me and say, hey, I was an idiot at 18 and I blew through a whole bunch of credit cards and I'm paying for it now, or I got $100,000 in student loan. Again, no judgment. Okay. People make mistakes, especially with their finances. But what's really interesting about finances is anything you've done can be undone. You can work through it. So we're going to try and help you out with that because we know that living expenses are getting higher and higher, even here in Ocala. So we're going to try to help you with your financial goals. We're going to have a little bit more education on here, and we're going to show what's really different about Ocala, and especially the mindset and the lifestyle. So if you are looking for a place that is less expensive, that's still a lot of fun, and really an opportunity to just change your life for the better, that is what we're all about. So I'm going to be doing stuff like that for a while. So you guys can let me know if this is something that you want. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you just want to talk it out, the email address is GER.ExpectMore@gmail.com, and we'll see how we can help. Okay. All right. Now we have one last thing that of course we want to go over, which is what our market is doing. And I'm going to find that. I had it a second ago. And it seems like everything that was going on because of the hurricane seems to have shifted a little bit. Some people were kind of jumping the gun a little bit, going, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And they've kind of made their decisions. So hold on for this. New listings, 214, which is up from last week, of course. Price increases, 36. Price decreases, drum roll, 393. 393 price decreases. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So almost double the amount of houses going onto the market are prices coming down. That's a lot, y'all. That is a lot. So 214 new listings, 36 price increases, almost just shy of 400 price decreases. Back on the market, 58. Those were deals that didn't go through for one reason or another. Sold, absolutely. Buyer has the keys, seller has the money. It's a done deal. 238. Expired, we had 15. That's kind of high for being the 10th of the month. That's okay. Pending, we had 217. So people are still purchasing. In fact, they are putting more houses under contract than are coming to the market. And temporarily off the market, 38. So that's kind of interesting because we had the hurricane the week before, not this week, but that's fine. Withdrawn 3 and canceled 24. So there was actually 24 different sellers that said, you know what? I think I'm just going to bow out gracefully right now and maybe try again later. So yeah, that is what is going on. It's kind of crazy. I know it is taking a little more time for houses to sell. And so that is what we're going to be talking about next week. I'm going to go ahead and pull all of those reports and bore you to tears with statistics. I'm sorry so much in advance. But it's just basically going to go over the differences from the beginning of the year to now, because now we're going into the, this last quarter of the year. So I really want to show you what those increases in interest rates have really done to the market and the shift. And at this point, you can see it's sizable. So we're going to go ahead and take a look from the difference between January and February of this year until now, October, and kind of show you what the difference is. So stay tuned for that. So, all right, now let's talk about some of the fun stuff that we have going on in Ocala this week. Some of it's free, some of it's not, but let's go ahead and chat about it. All right, things to do this week in Ocala. Okay, so this week we have Ocala Bark in the Park. Yes! So that is an event that is totally free. It's on Sunday, September 16th. September 16th. October 16th. So it is this Sunday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. That's at the downtown market. It's everything doggy. We're going to be there. We're going to have a booth there. So please stop out and say hi. We're going to be showing what is going on in Ocala as far as the real estate market as well. So we're going to be playing a fun game of Guess This Price. And of course, prizes are going to be awarded to those that get closest. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We've got some really fun stuff that you can win, and we're doing a lot of free giveaways and stuff as well. What else is going on? Okay, on the 13th, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., it's Nice Ladies Night Market over at the downtown market. It's free. They're going to have, some stuff for sale, some boutiques, some handmade goods, of course, food and drinks and stuff like that. But it's just a great place to get out and see what's going on. On the 15th, over in Two Rivers, it's got Two Rivers Music Festival, and that's, of course, in downtown Denellen. This is a free event, and it is awesome. Okay, it is absolutely awesome. They have different bands set up with different kinds of music all over downtown Denellen, which is all walkable. And, they're going to have food trucks and stuff as well there, but it's so cool just going out, hanging out, and listening to awesome music. So go there. That is going to be on the 15th. So that's this Saturday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And because we have an office there in Ocala, in Denellen, we have one in Ocala too, but we have one in Denellen, and we're going to be hanging out there. We're going to be doing prizes and giveaways and all sorts of stuff. So come on over and hang out. So yeah, that's all downtown Denellen, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., totally free. So if you want to hear some great live music, now's a great opportunity to do that. Let's see. There is a walking tour also on Saturday the 15th, downtown Ocala. There's going to be it's actually going to be a treacherous path laid by the Great Fire. And it's going to be talking about the history of Ocala and how we got to where we are and where we've been before. So that is the 15th. It's from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. downtown Ocala. It should be some really great weather this weekend. So stop on out for that. We've got the Oktoberfest Bar Crawl. That's also on the 15th in downtown Ocala. You're going to check in at the lodge at 2 p.m. for punch cards and receive a complimentary drink at each location. Themed dressed is encouraged. It's going to be the Lodge, the Loft, Mutiny, the Tipsy Skipper, Big Hammock Brewery, Cantina, and Downtown Billiards. Should be fun. Now this is actually going to be a ticketed, but it's $10 pre-sale. That is not bad at all. $15 following and $20 day of. Still not bad. If you got a drink at each one of those places, that's pretty cool. And again, that's all walking distance from each other. You can go and buy tickets on Eventbrite, or you can visit the Lodge's Facebook page. You can get tickets there as well. Also coming up is Brown Farms Fall Extravaganza. That's Friday from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And Sunday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. over at Brown's Country Market. They've got an 8-acre corn maze, and it's actually corn this time. They've got a craft fair. They've got a sunflower U-pick field. They've got games, activities, food trucks, all of the above. Admission is between $10 and $15, depending. I think that's about it this week, as if that's just not enough. I mean, good grief. Of course, we have downtown market on Saturday morning. That's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's on the corner of 3rd and 3rd. They've got vendors, fresh produce, food trucks, live music, coffee and mimosas. It's pet friendly, it's kid friendly, and there's lots of arts and crafts to do as well. So lots of cool stuff, and of course, that's free. So much going on, so much going on. Oh goodness, and I almost forgot, Cannon Farms and Coon Hollow, both are going on. Cannon Farms is now open. They close at sunset each day. That is 180th Avenue in Denellen. It's a farm, and it's you pick sunflower field. It's absolutely beautiful for pictures. Like, if you want the perfect location for family pictures or photography, it is awesome. Please stop out there. It's only $5 to go out into the field, and it includes a sunflower. So you get to pick a sunflower and take that home. But there's just lots of photo opportunities. There's a play area for the kids. There's cornhole. There's frisbee game. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's awesome. And for only $5, I mean, why not? And then Coon Hollow, they have their fall festival. It's every weekend going up until November 6th. So Fridays from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. And Coon Hollow, in case you don't know, is up in Micanopy. Yes, that's the way it's pronounced. Micanopy, it's up on 441. It's basically between Ocala and Gainesville is where Micanopy is, but it's right on, right on 441. Coon Hollow Fall Festival. I can talk, I really can. But they're going to have pumpkins, hay bales, sunflowers, cows, and more. They've got over 15 activities that's included with the admission. Admission is only $13 per person. 3 and under is free. I hope to see you guys out there. There's just so much going on right now, but of course the weather is absolutely gorgeous. This is what we all wait all summer long for, is this amazing, gorgeous weather. So it's not really been raining much at all. We're done with our rainy season. We're done with the hot season. Now it's just beautiful blue skies and cool weather, and it's just gorgeous. So I can't wait to see you out there at some of these events. Like I said, we're going to be at the Two Rivers Music Festival, and we're also going to be at the Bark in the Park. So I will talk to you guys next week. Hopefully I will see you out and about this weekend. And if you don't live here in Ocala, you may be hoping to someday, but you don't live here yet, hopefully you will get out and about in your own hometown, and you're going to do something fun and something different, because there's amazing things that you can see in every hometown out there. Maybe not as cool as ours, because we have the downtown market and amazing CEP and so much really cool stuff out there. But in your own hometown, I'm sure there is really awesome stuff and really awesome people. And hopefully you'll get an opportunity to get out and see some of that. So, all right, thanks for watching. If you guys, again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and hit us up online at our email address is GER.ExpectMore@gmail.com. Or you can hit us up on our website, which is GreatExpectationsRealty.com. Thanks so much. Bye.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.